Michelle.
Hello, Gino. You got me locked out here.
How are you, honey?
I'm alright.
You?
Oh, the camera. Is it on?
It's always on.
It's always on.
Yeah.
Okay, I better put my seatbelt on then, wouldn't I?
How's it going?
Good. Busy.
Safe harbor for animals?
Nantucket Island Safe Harbor for Animals. We have a new logo.
Oh, it's not the same one that people are wearing on their shirts?
No,
Different.
we've got a bunch of changes going on.
Okay, tell us.
Well, everyone, our beautiful long name is wonderful, but it's a bit of a mouthful, and so everyone was calling us NISHA.
Oh.
And so we decided, well, why not use that and be called NISHA, N-I-S-H-A. And on top of the I is a paw print. So that's our new logo.
All right.
And so, yeah.
So it's still Safe Harbor, though.
It is.
That word
It's
is
still Safe Harbor. It's there, and it's not Offshore Animal Hospital, which everyone gets a little bit confused with.
They're
because,
next door.
Well, this is their building, and we are their tenants on the back.
See.
And we work closely with them, but they are the Animal Hospital, Offshore Animal Hospital, and we are the shelter Nantucket Island Safe Harbor for Animals.
And there's no MSNPs.
No, there's no MSPCA here on the island anymore. It's been gone for 4.5 years.
Right. Has that been a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh, I think a good thing.
Why?
Well, because this is all local now. And it wasn't local before, and I don't know the ins and outs, and I'm sure it was very complicated, but I think one of the issues that they had, that we all had with the MSPCA, was that it was run by a private group off island.
Right.
And I think that was difficult. And now, the animal hospital is owned by 4 local vets. They all live here. They're all island people, making their lives here. And then the shelter, we are all island run as well, and we're a non-profit.
Yeah. And you're
so,
a no-kill. It's a non.
Well,
is that true?
Well, yes, but let's just think about that label for a minute, because that's a tricky label, and one of the reasons you won't see it blazoned all over our information is that I'm sure that you may not know the numbers, and most people don't, but there are still 9,000 pets a day put to sleep in this country, euthanized, because there are no homes, mostly. Some of them are sick, fine, but mostly there's not enough homes for these pets.
Right.
They're adoptable, and the shelters are overwhelmed. So basically, if
has that number gotten better? I would assume that it has.
Oh, yes, it's gotten a lot better. So we're going in the right direction. But with this no-kill thing, I agree totally with the philosophy of no-kill. Nobody wants to kill animals that are adoptable and should have homes. But with 9,000 surplus pets a day in this country, somebody has to kill them.
Yeah, well, but not you.
Well,
or you guys actually euthanize?
Well, if we cannot save an animal,
no, I mean, let's say if somebody gives up one, you'll hold on to it for the life of the animal?
Yes. Yes.
Right, that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yes, but and the point I'm trying to make is that
I don't even know where I am. But isn't that cool?
The point I'm trying to make about that is that we are very privileged in not having to do that, because we are not overcrowded. Okay, do you get my point? So if you're a big municipal shelter and you are sort of having to answer to the town that you operate in, you have to take every animal that comes to your door.
Okay, yeah.
You're mandated to do that. Oh. Therefore, you have to euthanize some of them because you don't have enough space.
Got it.
If you're a no-kill shelter, what that means is that you have that philosophy, which we all uphold and agree with. However, you can shut your doors when you're full. And those animals that were wanting to come in have to go somewhere else.
I see.
Okay?
All right, I see how you work it. Right.
Do you see how that
so
is?
There is...
And so that doesn't really apply to us on Nantucket, because we are not overwhelmed with stray and homeless animals here.
Right.
And in fact, as you know, we rescue animals from other places. We have our Little Mountain
You're still
Rescue
doing
connection, and yes, we just brought 10
What's
dogs
that?
up. Little Mountain Rescue is this very small rescue group that we work with in Mississippi.
Why so far away? Why not like go to Maine or even
Well,
Western
there aren't
Mass?
any. Well, there aren't really any homeless dogs there. So that's the progress that has been made and that we can celebrate.
Right.
But that's just a regional type of thing. The South has a lot of problems still, and where there are bad problems with dogs, there are worse problems with cats. But we don't have to go so far to rescue cats because there are shelters in South Boston that are overwhelmed with cats that need help. So we take cats from them.
Got it.
And when you go further, when you go past your neighboring states as a shelter to rescue animals, you have to use isolation. You have to go put the pets in an isolation facility for 48 hours. It becomes a big process, which it is to bring these dogs from Mississippi. It's a big process, but we do it because we're able to help. Like last year we brought 65 dogs from there and found homes for them. And this year we're on target to probably do even more because the woman who does the rescue, Barb Mauler, Little Mountain Rescue, she's, become overwhelmed with puppies and,
How long have you been doing this job?
This job will be 3 years in September.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah.
For you?
Well, what do you mean? I'm a stayer. Like I do. I'm a stayer.
You've always loved animals. I've known you for years.
Well, yes, of course I have, but I never thought that I could do a job where I could help animals because I never wanted to be a vet, and that was the only sort of job with animals available to me when I graduated from school. It was like there was no other possibilities. So I feel very lucky to have gotten to this stage of my life and found a job that I can sort of indulge my passions and
No, I know.
and feel like I'm making a difference every day in a way that I really care about, and working with such an awesome group of people. I have to put a plug in for our volunteers because we can't do without them.
Yep.
Even though we now have a number of paid staff.
What about volunteers? Can anybody because so many people love animals.
Volunteering, yes. I mean, we have a volunteer program. We do. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll roll that up a little bit.
And we love to have volunteers come to the shelter and help us out. Not all of the volunteering is quite what people expect. I think a lot of people think they're going to come and hang with the animals a lot and do a lot of direct animal care, and that's not always possible because with young kids and all of that, it makes it difficult. But we have special programs for parents and children who want to, read to the cats, for example. We have a program called Read to Meow. And you and your mom or dad, you sit in the cat room and you read, stories to the cats. And these are sort of stories with a humane education theme to them. So that's part of our humane education program, and we have a lot of that kind of stuff going on.
Oh, that's great. So this is new? Are these new
That was
initiatives?
a program that we started last year, and it was very successful. We had several kids come to that program who were actually afraid of animals, and by the end of the program they adopted.